I'm Ryan from ExtremeTerrain.com, and this is my review of the GraBars grab handles available for all 2007 to 2016 JKs. There is a set of these available for the front of either your 2 or your 4-door. That's going to be the same set, but there's also a set of all 4 grab handles for the front and rear of your Jeep available, and those are going to be a little bit different for the 2-door and for the 4-door, so make sure you get the right one for your Jeep. All of these GraBars grab handles will ship with black grips, but there are different colors available on the website. These are for those of you who want to make it a little bit easier to get in and out of your stock or lifted height JK. These are also great to grab onto and be able to stabilize yourself when you're bouncing along a bumpy trail off-road. Now, these are definitely going to feel much more secure than the fabric grab handles that are available on the market. However, these are also going to be a little bit more expensive, so it just comes down to what you want for your Jeep. These grab handles are made of 3/4 inch solid steel bar, and they're covered in a textured black powder coat. As I mentioned before, these do come with the black grab bar grips, but some other colors are available on the website. These come with all the hardware that you need to get them installed on the Jeep, and all of that hardware is going to be grade 12 bolts. So as you can see, these are going to be incredibly solid. In my opinion, they're probably even overbuilt for just a grab handle. But they do give you a really solid feel when you grab onto them and get in and out of the Jeep. There's no chance of them turning, rotating, or worst case scenario with some of those fabric handles, unvelcroing and coming off. These are designed to be completely bolt-on, and installation is pretty easy. If you've been doing some research, some people have had a little bit of trouble getting these installed, but there are a couple of steps that you can take to make the installation smooth and easy and get it done in under a half an hour. Now, the first step is to remove the Torx bolt that is in the A-pillar of the Jeep. Once that bolt is removed, you can remove the bolt from the sun visor area and then go to installing your front grab bar handle. Now, the bolt in the A-pillar can want to fall down into the trim piece, so stuffing something like a paper towel or a small rag between the trim and the A-pillar will ensure that once that bolt comes out, it doesn't fall down and keep you from having to fish around and find it. Once those 2 bolts are removed, it's a good idea to run a tap through those holes with a good cutting oil. Jeep uses a good bit of thread locker on those bolts for some unknown reason, and you certainly don't want to cross thread any of your new bolts. If you clean out those bolt holes thoroughly, it'll make installing your new grab bars very, very easy. As I mentioned, these come with all the hardware and the spacers that you need to get them installed, and they'll bolt right up. Now, if you get these installed and you find that your sun visor hits your front grab handle when you try to flip it to the down position, there is something that you can do for that as well. If you remove the grab handle that you just installed and put a longer bolt inside of the nutsert that's in the A-pillar, you can bend that nutsert just a little bit, reinstall the grab handle, and give you the clearance to flip down the sun visor unimpeded. It looks like the way that those nutserts were welded from the factory, they're not really consistent. Some people have a clearance issue and other people don't. So if you have the clearance issue, don't worry, you can certainly take care of it, and there are very clear instructions on how to do that on GraBars' website. As I mentioned, this whole installation process shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes, and that's with cleaning out all of your bolt holes, as long as you have a good sharp tap and die set handy and ready to go. You're going to pay close to $200 for a set of 4 GraBar grab handles for either your 2-door or your 4-door JK. And to a lot of you guys, that seems excessive, especially when you figure you can get a full set of fabric ones for under $30 or even less than that. But when you use a solid metal grab handle like this versus the fabric one, it is so much more of a secure feeling, and that's why a lot of people are spending the money on these grab handles. In my opinion, the feel of using a solid metal grab handle is definitely worth the extra money over the fabric ones if you have it in the budget. So if you're looking to add something to grab onto to make it easier for you and your passengers to get in and out of your lifted or stock height JK, I definitely recommend taking a look at the GraBar grab handles. They're going to be more expensive than a fabric set of grab handles, however, they give you a much more secure feel, and in my opinion, they're worth the extra money. So that's my review of the GraBar handles available for all 2007 to 2016 JKs that you can find right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.